The due date for filing your income tax return is approaching, and are you wondering which ITR you should file? Also, are you a salaried individual and have income from capital gains or own more than one house property? Or do you have an annual income of more than rupees 50 lakh? Well, if yes, then this video is for you. Hello and welcome. I am Simran from Clear, India's largest tax and financial services platform. At Clear, we are a team of 80,000 plus tax experts and we cater for the needs of 4 lakh plus growing businesses, 2,000 plus large enterprises and 6 million plus tax filers. Today in this video, we're going to cover the topic of ITR 2 and its applicability. So do watch the video till the end to know all about this form. Also, before we begin, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Clear's channel for more such informative videos. So let's get started. So the Income Tax Department has notified 7 ITR forms based on the category and the annual income of the taxpayers. For example, salaried individuals, individuals with business income, individuals with more than rupees 50 lakh income, partnership firms or LLPs etc. have different ITR forms to file. Taxpayers having incomes from different categories therefore have to download and fill different income tax return forms. Based on this, let us see to whom ITR 2 is applicable. ITR 2 can be filed by individuals including residents, non-resident as well as resident but not ordinarily residents. HUF or the Hindu undivided family can also file ITR 2. Further, ITR 2 covers all sources of income covered in ITR 1 and where the total income exceeds rupees 50 lakh. Let us see the incomes eligible for filing ITR 2 one by one. First, income from salary or pension. Second, income from house property. Even people with income more than one house property can file return through this form. Third, income from capital gains or losses on sale of investments or property. Fourth, income from other sources including winning from lottery, bets on race horses and other legal means of gambling. Fifth, people having foreign assets or learning foreign income can also file this ITR. Sixth, agricultural income more than rupees 5,000. Seventh, if you are a resident not ordinarily resident and a non-resident. Eighth, a director of any company. And ninth, an individual who has invested in unlisted equity shares of a company will be required to file their returns in ITR 2. In short, the ITR 2 covers all types of income other than income from business and profession where the taxpayer's total income exceeds rupees 50 lakhs per annum. First, an individual or HUF having income from business or profession. Second, individuals who are eligible to fill out the ITR 1. Therefore, individuals who are not eligible to file ITR 1 or SEHJ can only file ITR 2. So hope now you know what all sources of income and conditions are applicable for filing ITR 2. If it's all clear to you, then please type clear in the comment section below. First, all ITR forms including ITR 2 have been updated to include a declaration of choice between the old or new tax regime introduced by the Finance Act 2020. Remember to file Form 10IE to the ITR department before filing ITR if you choose to pay tax according to the new tax regime. Second, Section 50C governs the determination of the value of the sale consideration in case of land or building or both. If the sale consideration is less than the stamp duty value, then the stamp duty value will be considered the full value of consideration except for a difference of 5%. Finance 2020 increased the tolerance limit from 5% to 10% and the changes have been made in the ITR. Third, Finance Act 2020 shifted the taxability of dividend income from the company's hands to the investor's hands. Also, the taxpayers have to report the quarterly dividend received for which bifurcation is added. A new row has been added in Schedule OS to allow the deduction of expenses like interest from the dividend income. Further, the dividend income is removed from exempt income Schedule EI. Fourth, Finance Act 2020 allowed to defer the payment or deduction of tax on ESOPs allotted by an eligible startup covered under Section 80 IAC. if an employee receives ESOPs from an eligible startup as mentioned under Section 80 IAC, regarding which the tax has been deferred. In that case, its disclosure is to be made in Part B of Schedule TTI, that is Computation of Tax Liability on Total Income. Fifth, the ITR 2 has been updated to include the separate effect of marginal relief by showing surcharge calculated before marginal relief as well as after marginal relief. Previous to this, no separate effect was required to be shown in the ITR forms. Sixth, Schedule DI inserted in the previous ITR forms for any investment made for the extended period allowed, that is 1st April 20 to 31st July 20, is now removed from all the ITR forms. 7th, in Schedule 80 GGA, the eligible donation limit in cash changed from Rs 10,000 to Rs 2,000. Separate disclosure of cash donation with date is required in the ITR form. And 8th, ITR 2 has been updated with the new column under Schedule 112A and 115AD to be able to provide the details of the nature of securities transferred. Also, both the schedules have been updated to give the grandfathering clause effect by allowing to mention the details like sale price, FMV that is fair market value, and COA that is cost of acquisition of the securities. Well, that was all about the applicability of the ITR 2 and major changes in this form for annual year 2021 and 2022. I hope this video was helpful. Let us know if you have any questions related to this form in the comment section below. We will be happy to help. Thank you for watching it. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Also, do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you get an update as and when we upload new videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Till then, take care and goodbye.